Hello and welcome to my first ever trip report. Today we're flying on Australia's newest airline, Bonza, and on their first ever flight to Alice Springs. Also, I would like to mention that Bonza did invite me on this flight, and I'm going to keep this as an unbiased as I can and share my real thoughts. So let's head into the terminal. Bonza's check-in is situated in Terminal 4 along with Rex and Jetstar. Please note that check-in opens 90 minutes before your scheduled departure and closes 45 minutes before departure. After all that's done, head up the escalators to security. Once you're past security, you are greeted with a whole bunch of shops and food outlets, and of course, plenty of seating. Now let's head to our gate where we meet our aircraft taking us to Alice Springs. It's a 4-year-old Boeing 737-8 MAX, originally ordered by lot in 2019, but due to COVID and the MAX problems, they cancelled it. It was then delivered to Bonza earlier this year and is nicknamed Shazza. It earned the Roger Victor Hotel Uniform Juliet Tango. Before we boarded our aircraft, we got to see this Air New Zealand 777 starting up. Today boarding was on time.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you. As we got to the stairs, we were greeted by dancers singing around.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Welcome.
You're seated at our
Hi, how are you? Welcome. Thank you. Doing really well.
If you haven't already, download Bonza for all things food, drink, entertainment, and boating smugglers.
Hi, how you
If you
doing?
need any help, think out to one of our
Anyway, welcome aboard the Bonza 737 MAX.
Thank you and welcome on board.
Hi, how you doing? I'm really well. Welcome. Thank you. No, I can do it. Hello, how you doing?
My seat for today's flight is 21F, located at the rear of the cabin. So here is my view for the next 2 and a bit hours.
Please take your seat as quickly as you can. Place your large bags in the overhead lockers and smaller bags underneath the seat in front of you. If you are seated at our exit rows 1, 14 and 15, please place all of your belongings in the overhead lockers for takeoff and landing. If you haven't already, download the Bonza app for all things food, drink, entertainment and boating smugglers. If you need any help, sing out to one of our legends. We're here to make sure you have a Bonza flight. Thank you and welcome on board.
and working on board your Bonza flight AB10793 to Alice Springs with an expected flying time of 2 hours and 45 minutes. My name is Bridget and it's my pleasure to be your cabin supervisor. All customers are now on board and shortly I'll be closing the forward door. Please place your larger bags in the overhead lockers and smaller bags under the seat in front of you. If you are seated in an exit row, all belongings need to be put in the overhead lockers for takeoff and landing. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking and use of electronic cigarettes are not permitted at any time. If you haven't already, make sure you download the Bonza app to order food and drinks directly to your seat. You'll also find your fun entertainment on the app. Our team of Bonza legends are here to make sure your flight is as awesome as possible. If you need any help, just ask. Thank you once again. Welcome aboard the inaugural flight to Alice Springs.
Now let's go through the seat features. There is a literature pocket with a safety card and an air sickness bag. There's also a non-foldable tray table and a seat pocket. The legroom isn't too bad. The headrest is foldable to comfort your head. It can also go up or down to suit your height. There's also a coat hook, USB port and a universal power plug. Above there's also air vents and reading lights.
Please switch to flight mode on all electronic devices including mobile phones and smartwatches. Large electronic devices, including laptop computers, must now be switched off and stowed. Cabin crew, arm doors and cross check. It is my pleasure to introduce the cabin crew legends flying you through to Alice Springs this evening. Your pilots are Captain Travis Klashenko and First Officer Gerald Chen. Your crew in the cabin, we have Eve up the front, Jess in the middle, and Tom down the back. And once again, my name is Bridget. Please remove any headphones and pause all electronic devices with a safety demonstration. We ask that you give the cabin crew your attention for the next few minutes, even if you fly often. Your seatbelt should be securely fastened, low and tight across your hips. Fasten by placing the clasp into the metal buckle. Adjust by pulling the strap. And to release, lift the metal buckle. Your seatbelt must be securely fastened whenever you are seated, directed by your crew, and whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. Your crew are pointing these out now. There are 2 doors at the front, 4 exits over the wings, and 2 doors at the back. Take a moment to locate your nearest and alternative exit, remembering it may be behind you. A good idea is to count the number of seats between you and the exit. Please remember, in an emergency, cabin baggage must not be taken off the aircraft. This aircraft is fitted with escape slides, which your crew will use in the event of an emergency. In the unlikely event of an emergency, lights will illuminate along the floor and guide you to your nearest exit. The cabin will be pressurized during the flight. If oxygen is required, masks like these will fall from the panel above you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask firmly down towards you. Remove any mouth coverings and place the oxygen mask over your nose and mouth like this and breathe normally, adjusting the mask if necessary. Fit your own mask first before assisting children or others. If the mask doesn't inflate, don't worry, oxygen will flow, so just breathe normally. A life jacket is located underneath your seat. When required, remove it from its case and place it over your head. Pass the strap around your waist and clip securely in the front. To tighten, pull the strap. Once outside the aircraft, inflate by pulling down sharply on the red toggle. You must not inflate your life jacket within the aircraft. For further inflation, blow into the mouthpiece. There is a light which will automatically illuminate on contact with water. and a whistle for attracting attention. Infant and spare adult life jackets are on board, which your crew will hand out if required. In the seat pocket in front of you, there is the safety information card. Take a moment to read this card, as it explains the emergency brace position and when to brace, as well as other important safety information. It is a requirement to follow all illuminated signs and crew members' instructions. Cabin crew be seated for takeoff. seatbelt sign is turned off, you're welcome to use your large electronic devices and the charging ports. All transmitting devices, including smartwatches, are to remain in flight mode. We do recommend that while seated, keep your seatbelt securely fastened. You can purchase food and drink from our All Aussie menu via the Fly Bonza app, and our team of legends will direct to your seat. Bonza legends will be in the cabin too if you need any help. We accept card only. We do ask that you place your own card details.
You can access their internet to order food, play a selection of games, track your flight, and listen to podcasts. Here we are flying over Lake Eyre, and it is pretty big, bigger than I actually originally thought. So what do I think of Bonza? Well, the crew were incredibly nice to everyone, even though we had a delay. The seat wasn't too bad, and I would love to fly Bonza again someday. The customer service I had before this flight was amazing. What they could improve on is the entertainment selection. And a quick note, a few days before the flight, I got an email that my seats had changed, and I had to get on customer support to change my seat. And they were quick to respond. Boarding was right on time, and we were welcomed on board by the CEO. As I said earlier, I was invited by Bonza itself, and I was also told that there would be celebrations and fanfare, but unfortunately when we went towards the entry to cake, they said it was VIPs only, and we were denied entry. Otherwise, it was a great flight and a wonderful opportunity need for me to be on board. Now please enjoy this unedited landing.
Very Bonza, welcome to Alice Springs, where the local time is 4:24 p.m. in the afternoon. A friendly reminder that the Northern Territory is an hour and a half behind Victoria if you do need to adjust your watches. We would like to add on and emerging. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. If your mobile phones are within reach, you're welcome to use these now. If you are leaving us via the tarmac, we ask that all electronic devices are not used until you've entered the terminal. Before leaving, please check your seat for all personal belongings and be really careful when opening the overhead lockers as items may move during the flight. When you leave the aircraft, please follow the direction of our ground crew. A reminder that smoking and the use of electronic cigarettes are not permitted on the tarmac or inside the terminal building. On behalf of the legends on board today, we'd like to thank you for flying with Bonza and look forward to seeing you on board again soon. If Alice Springs is home, welcome home. If you're visiting loved ones, enjoy special moments together. And if you're here for business, don't work too hard. Thank you and have a great rest of your night and enjoy the festivities inside the terminal. Thank you.
cabin crew this time.
Thanks so much. You're welcome. Thanks, guys. See you later. Enjoy the festivities. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thanks. See you later.
As we entered the terminal, we were greeted by a smoking ceremony and a greeting for the CEO. Thanks guys for watching, and until the next video, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.